Hi there, my name is Varian, and today I'm going to be answering some of the most frequently asked questions I get as a 2D animator. Number 1, how did you get into animation? I started animation using an app on my phone called Animator. I actually posted some of those old animations through YouTube Shorts and TikTok a while back, but I'll put some of those on screen for you now if you'd like. The app was janky and it didn't have a lot of interesting features that could really pull people in, but I liked it because a lot of people would share OC lore and animations. After Animator turned out to be a huge bust, I decided to upgrade myself by installing Flip-a-Clip, which is something I still use every once in a while when I'm traveling. As much as I love Flip-a-Clip in the sense that I've wasted multiple hours of my life doing it, I would not really recommend it to anybody. It's great for starting out and experimenting, but if you're planning on making a professional level animation, I would not recommend it. I later installed Procreate Dreams, which was a waste of my money. I made some animations with it though, and I'll put those up on screen for you to see. It has some interesting features, but still has a lot of work that needs to be done. With me going into my college career, I downloaded Clip Studio Paint, which was actually included in my tuition. So, this is the one I've been using, and it's the one I like so far. Number 2, how did you teach yourself animation? To teach myself animation was a lot of just trial and error. I didn't actually look up any YouTube videos, which is why my animation style, especially the older ones, is so unique. I was mostly just looking frame by frame at what other people were doing and trying to copy it as best as I could, which is why I had a lot of straight ahead animations, or animating without a storyboard or script in mind. I didn't actually start learning how to animate by studio standards until I got here in college, where I'm now learning how to animate more appropriately, and I'm able to go back and kind of critique my old videos even. Number 3, what drawing tablet or software do you use? I actually have a lot of different drawing tablets. The main one I use that I have hooked up to my computer and actually use to make the drawing that's being sped painted in the background is my UG tablet. I'll go ahead and put a photo or a video or something on screen now, but it's basically the bare minimum you need to draw on a computer. It was cheap and it's easy to use, and even though I have a much fancier canvas model, it's my favorite to use because it has the least problems. I also tend to do a lot of artwork on my tablet, or my Apple tablet, I should say. I use an Apple Pencil with a couple of custom brushes, and I just kind of doodle and sketch. I would definitely recommend getting an Apple Pencil. Even though it's expensive, it can help you take your art to the next level. As for what programs I'm using, it's the same as what I said earlier. I use a mix of Procreate and Clip Studio Paint, and I intend to stay with Clip Studio Paint as much as I possibly can because it's a good program. Number 4, what materials would I recommend to someone who's just getting started in animation? Well, I'd probably recommend a UG tablet or a drawing tablet, and you can use Ibis Paint, you can use Procreate. First get yourself adjusted to using art, and then you can use some of the animation features offered within those apps. If you're wanting to get more serious right away, you can get a more professional drawing studio app if you'd like, and I would recommend looking into getting an Animator survival kit. This is a book by Richard Williams and is basically like a Bible to us animators, especially 2D animators. It has all you'll need to know and extra help. I'd say half the things that I learned in my college courses I probably could have already learned just from reading this book, so I highly recommend it. Number 5, what is the hardest part about animation? For me, the hardest part about animation is actually the inking. I love doing rough animations, but when it gets down to actually polishing it up, that's when it's the most boring for me. It's a repetitive task of just tracing over or coloring in everything, and I'd rather just make new animations instead of having to do that. It's also a challenge for me to try and relearn how to animate by professional standards. I've gotten so used to animating in straight ahead that it's hard for me to animate in a quote-unquote normal way. Number 6, what's the end goal of you learning animation? Once I finish my degree, I'm hoping to actually join in working for an indie animation company of sorts, or even starting my own. I would love to be able to work full-time at animating my own stories of my little characters like the ones I'm painting on screen. So that's kind of the end goal, but I'm also okay with doing anything else. I love the idea of doing 2D cutscenes for video games or working on Disney shows or something. Pretty much anything to do with 2D animation is an end goal for me. I just want to do something I love. Number 7. Where's the best place to start posting your animations and grow a following? Actually don't know. I've been doing cool here on YouTube. TikTok's a cool way to grow fast, but it's a lot of up to chances. That's what a lot of social media is. If you want your animations to be seen and you want to grow a fan base, then just keep posting. If you keep posting and you're consistent with it and your videos are good quality, eventually you will find the right audience of people. And don't give in to paying for views or anything on TikTok, because those aren't gonna be worth it. Trust me, I found out the hard way. Number 8, how did you start art commissions? I started doing art commissions when I was 16, I think, and I joined a couple of Discord servers that are specifically for selling and buying art commissions. I would recommend that to anyone who's just getting started with art commissions, because those are usually pretty well monitored and moderated. It's just the best place to start art commissions in a fairly safe area. There's always going to be scams, so make sure you keep an eye out on it. If someone ever says that PayPal needs you to go give them their account info, or they say check your spam box for an email from PayPal, immediately block them. It's a pretty common scam. You can find more about those Googling online, I guess. That was all the questions I had in mind, and I still have 3 minutes left of this video, so let's just talk. I want to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's amazing. And thank you guys so much for supporting me on Twitch, where I was doing the stream. I'm actually making a little bit of side money from streaming, which is more than anything I could have ever hoped for. Of course, it's not a real job, and I don't exactly have plans to become a full-time streamer or YouTuber by any chance, but I'm really happy that I'm inspiring some people, and I'm helping people discover their dreams of animation. And if you ever need help, or you're looking for a community of animators, you can always stop by the Discord. The link should be in the description or just in my bio, where you can share arts, you can hear all the things about my indie animation stuff, all the good things. Speaking of indie animation, the characters I'm painting right now are from my ARG/series, It's Undecided, and we're currently looking for voice actors. I'll put a link for the form in the description as well. Any voice types are welcome, especially just like background things. And these auditions are going to stay open for a decent amount of time, since I'm still working on the first installment video, and it's only going to be like 2 minutes long. You can see the full rough animation for that first installment through my Patreon as a Patreon. It is paid, but I'm broke. There's a $1 a month option, a $5 a month option, and a $10 a month option. And there's a free option, so if you just want to hang out. I'll be posting some art on there, as well as some exclusive behind-the-scenes stuff and mini-comics you won't get in my Discord server. Or at least you won't get until they're fully colored and rendered, which could take a while. So if you're interested in that, check out the description. Also, if you're still watching, I just want to say thank you so much. Even if you let these videos play in the background and you're doing something else, just know that I appreciate you just being here. Even if you have your sound off and you can't even hear me thanking you. If you're drawing while listening to this, I think it looks amazing, and I think you've got amazing things ahead of you. If you're working on schoolwork, I believe in you. You've got this. Finals are here, or finals are starting, or maybe school's already done, but you're doing great academically. Yup. If you're just chilling and watching it, and you didn't feel the need to do multiple other things at once, you lucky bitch. Good job at doing that as well. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go support each other, and consider joining the Discord, among other things. Varian out.